Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Louis Savage. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are being safe. I know it's been a minute since I dropped a video, but now I'm home and I feel a little comfortable making videos now. So today's video is going to be about Apex Legends, just talking about, the Fight Night events. It's going to be a discussion video pretty much. Just talking about the Fight Night event, talking about the care package thing they're doing, talking about the bugs and just everything overall, and basically playing Apex Legends in 2021 so far, how playing Apex Legends has been. So let's get started. First, I'm going to talk about the Fight Night event. The Fight Night event, the trailer for it was pretty dope. The skins for it, also we talked about Gibraltar Heirloom, but running back to the Fight Night event, it was pretty cool. I feel like they kind of bamboozled people because at least the skin I saw in the market for Pathfinder, it didn't have the coat, okay? And I think a lot of people were looking for a coat. If you guys know me, I hate Pathfinder. Personally, just because the dude was way too flipping happy. But even still, I felt like, players got bamboozled because, first of all, the skin is not even in the Gibraltar 24 set that you have to get to unlock the heirloom. But also, when you do get the skin, because in the special offers area, when you do get it, it's not the one with the lab coat. The animation is sick, which is funny because me and my homeboy Hawk to the Eye, when we were talking, we were like, we said it would be awesome if maybe they could improve on the animations, or maybe there were different animations you could choose when you came into the, when you selected your legend, which was something they did. They changed the animation when you get the skin and you choose Pathfinder, is a different animation, which is pretty cool. Again, the Fight Night event it's pretty dope. The boxing ring is pretty cool when it works properly. The lance flare can be a little too much, but overall it's fun. The loot is worthwhile. I would say the loot is way better than Bloodhound's tower. Honest, where that Raven tower, it's the loot there is complete doo-doo butter compared to the loot you get in boxing ring, or at least around the boxing ring, which is a lot, just gives it a total plus in my book. Moving on, talking about the care packages, it's pretty cool. But so an interesting thing was, for me, I'm a loot goblin, so I kind of really like loot and all that kind of stuff. So when I see a care package, I get excited. I was really, really excited over just the idea and concept of it. And so far, I've been using a lot of care package weapons, which is pretty dope. One thing I do wish they could do though, and moving forward, because I feel like this is a practice for season 8. So hopefully, moving forward, what they could do is maybe you could upgrade your weapon with ground loot, basically. Because there are a lot of times when I get a level 2, because level 2 is what you start with when you actually drop that to the game. And one thing you do is maybe, for example, when you pick up a blue alternator and you see a purple light mag, maybe you can swap it out, so basically you're upgrading the gun that you got as you go. I feel like that would be really, really awesome, and that's something they can do moving forward, or maybe in season 8. So I like that aspect. But I was playing just I think 2 days ago, and the guys that were playing with, they were using mics and they were talking. I wasn't, because I didn't have my mic with me, and they said something interesting. They felt like they didn't like the mode that much because it basically was giving, it was too many gold weapons on the floor. To a degree, I kind of understood where they were coming from, because what ended up happening that game, we ended up winning, but what ended up happening was the final loot, which was the red ones, which is, heirloom color, I guess, like Krabers, Peacekeepers, Prowlers, it ended up landing near the enemy team. And so now, and we didn't have any snipers, so now we're like, we gotta be careful because we could get Krabered. You know what I'm saying? We were trying to push them, but it was 3 squads left. We didn't want to get aped while pushing them. So we're now stuck in this position where they have potentially Krabers and red shields and swaps and all that kind of stuff. And we're just here pretty much feeling vulnerable and open. You know what I'm saying? So I could get where they were coming from. And then there's also the idea of someone just camping it out all to the way red loot comes and just grab the crate, all that kind of stuff. Those kind of things can happen, and I can understand what your concern is. Personally, when I see one, like, I kind of know the guns I go for. For example, the blue Mastiff. I don't touch the Mastiff because I don't like the Mastiff. I go more for the alternator, maybe the Havoc. Purples, I go for the Flatline, maybe the R301. What's funny and ironic is that for the gold ones, I don't even touch the R99s for the golds. I mostly go for the Volt because I don't know, I just prefer the Volt. So, and I think the R301 has a gold as well. Depends. But I do like the rotations as well. I've noticed that there's some rotation to it. Or I feel like it's certain where it tends to land. So sometimes if the purples land in a certain spot, you know you're getting maybe G7s and triple takes. Sometimes if it lands in certain spots, the blues, you know you're getting alternators, you're getting Havoc. Sometimes when it lands in other spots, you're like, okay, this is going to be a gold G7, or this is going to be... So certain spots, you can kind of tell what kind of loot is coming out from there. Moving on to the Gibraltar Heirloom. The Gibraltar Heirloom, for me, I don't really care, because Gibraltar just isn't my main. It looks really clean, though. I've seen the animations, I've seen the videos and that kind of stuff. I love this thing, the Samoan, like, dance he does, because there's the special animation that comes with each heirloom. There's the one where, like, he hits his shield and, like, you know, does the chest and then does a little... I don't know, he like shimmers down and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. Not gonna hold you. But like, I didn't get the Ultimate Heirloom, which is like my number one legend. I'm not getting this one. And again, it's crazy overpriced. You have to buy all 24 packs before you can get the actual heirloom as for free. He got me fucked up. Again, I will say, it does look pretty cool. The skins that came with it, they were okay. Personally, the only skins that caught my eye were the Watson one, because I love Watson. I want to get better with her. It's just that I just haven't had the opportunity to, which kind of leads to one of the upcoming points I'm going to talk about. But again, I like the heirloom. The R301, I really love that gun. Actually, right now I think I'm trying to grind out the battle pass a little bit more so I can get enough crystals or Apex crystals so I can get it rather than having to buy it, because I'm not about to waste money like that. So there's that. The G7 looks nice, but like the iron sights is like, yo, what the fuck? And also the alternator to me has like, in terms of guns overall, the gun skins, the alternator has the best one. Like that just looks beautiful. And then in terms of like actual skins, Revenants is dope. Watson's is dope. Bangalore's alright. Bloodhound, I just don't see it. It doesn't look that great to me. And I was actually surprised Gibraltar only gets one, and like the free one. I didn't you don't get any one. You don't like pay for one, which was actually surprising to me. The Lobo one, it's okay. The hair just throws it off. Like everybody's been saying it. Like the hair makes it look really like a granny, which, hey, I ain't holding nobody about that. But like it's just saying for me. You know what I'm saying? So moving on to the glitches. Basically, what's been going on in Apex, mostly on PC, I think maybe just occasionally on PlayStation, is that when you're playing the game, especially after round 1, your game would freeze and just like, basically the game just falls apart. Like, black screens, or at least what happens to me is like sometimes it just like freezes my entire laptop, so I have to like restart the whole thing. Sometimes I have to like hop out, like go to Task Manager and like close it like itself, which it's been a pain, and it's also been a killjoy, because you finally get one good game and you're playing, and all of a sudden I'm not moved anymore. None of my characters move. What's going on? Okay, yeah, my screen froze. Even Noko Puff, he's a pro Apex player and also a YouTube content creator, and he made a remix of Who Crashed, and it's actually really funny. I saw it on Twitter. It's really hilarious. I'll see if I can try and link it down below in the descriptions, but it was a really fun meme thing he did, talking about the crashes in Apex Legends. So hopefully they fix it. They said they were coming out with a patch soon, but really hope patch really does fix a lot of things that's going on with it, because it really like ruins someone's game sometimes. Like it happened to me in a ranked game, and I was just like completely done. I was so pissed. By the way, if you guys have been watching the video to this point, I want to say thank you. Really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the things I'm talking about, or if you have anything to add to it, you can always comment down below and subscribe. So finally, last thing I want to talk about is just the plain Apex. One thing I've noticed is that especially like watching videos, looking at online on Twitter and mostly and all that kind of stuff, just listening to what other content creators are saying, is that the Apex community is kind of like divided in two right now. One side of it is that Apex has been the most fun, which it does make sense. I can see where that is coming from. Before, normally we don't get like as much content. Like even just looking at how long it takes to get one, event going, it takes forever, or we get a repeat of a previous event, all that kind of stuff. Like just looking at last year, we had the Arms and Dangers, I think, twice. You know what I'm saying? But now, like especially towards the end of last year into this year, we've had the Mirage Voyage. Well, we've had Olympus come out, we have Horizon come out, we have Mirage Voyage, and then we also have like this event going on right now, the Care Package Fight Night, and we're leading into February, which is gonna be the anniversary event. Yeah, so there's gonna be like I think it's the Iron Crown event. That was what it was called. But you also have that one, and you also have, I don't even know if there's gonna be a Valentine's Day event. Like basically, Apex is like they're dropping events back to back. So a lot of people are really excited. A lot of people, yes, you still have the bug, but again, if they come up with a patch for it, fix it up, like this is to some people the most fun Apex Legends has been in a long while, especially for some content creators. And then there's the other side to that coin, in the side where I'm kind of more lenient to, and is that Apex Legends is almost honestly unplayable. And it's not even because, for me personally, a lot of times, so for some people it might be because of the glitches and the bugs and the audios and all that kind of stuff, but for me it's not even any of that. It's literally like I cannot play Apex Legends for an extended period of time. I literally took like 5 or 6 days off of Apex Legends because I was starting to get really, really tilted, and it was to the point where I almost uninstalled it, and I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm just not gonna play it. Now, why does this happen? Literally every game, or at least what feels like every game that I play, there's at least a squad, not even a person, a squad that runs my shit, and it's not even that, they're just straight up better than me. I'm not saying that all I want is easy matches. Like that's gold, ranked gold has been like my favorite time of ever playing Apex, mainly because it's where you experience the true Apex. At least that's what I feel like. You have moments where you might get bodied, or you're getting lit up by someone who okay, this person does not miss his mark. Okay, we got death shot on the other team. There are other times that someone else is really like your teammates are cracked. It's like, okay, I'm coming in with the Grand Killer. There are other times when you're cracked. There are times when you're running away. Basically, it's a perfect balance between you being the shit and you getting shit on. At least that's how I see it. If you're going solo, it's like, okay, you just gotta show up. Honestly, that's the thing. Like, your teammates might be okay, might be decent, your teammates might be better. Whichever one it is, you have to show up and prove yourself. And that's what I love the most about Apex. Like, just being able to show up and just do shit in Apex Legends. But currently playing in Apex Legends, it feels like no matter what I do, I'm still going to get bodied by that one person that I'm not thinking of. Now, a lot of times that this happens is, and you must have, even in the clip that I'm showing, I'm pretty sure you saw it. There are times when I would either 1v3, 2v3, like me and my team, me and the only guy else, because nobody else, we don't have a third. We go in and we 2v3 a team, and we do all these kind of things. We're in extreme situations, and even by some shred of skill and just luck, we make it out. And before we can even recuperate, we're getting dropped. And it's been a constant thing. One thing that came to my head each time it was happening was there's this guy, Rain Day Gaming. He's pretty cool guy. I've been watching him since his Smite days, and I didn't even used to play Smite. And he used to talk about skill-based matchmaking. And one thing he said was that the goal of skill-based matchmaking is to put you around people with similar skill. Now, skill-based matchmaking fails when you find yourself up against people with insane level, right? So basically, if you're a level 30 and you're playing against level 500, skill-based matchmaking just failed you. If you're a level 30 and you're playing against a level 55, level 70s, skill-based matchmaking saved you. Now, obviously, level does not equals skill, like in Apex Legends. But I was just using that as an example to give you like an idea of like if level did equal skill. So I'm a level 500. I won't say I'm the best player. I don't have the best of aim. I know like my shortcomings in Apex Legends. I don't have the best movement. So I understand that like I'm not the best player, but I can still hold my own against really good players. I like to believe to a certain degree. I might panic once in a while. I might not know what to do, but a lot of times, at least, especially in the right setting, like in the right mindset or the right day, I should say, I can hold my own. So it comes to me like it's weird for me because here I am like being able to like playing literally just going hard, like as hard as I can in a game, and I'm still getting bodied. But the thing is, the people I'm getting bodied by is like people with 17,000 kills, people with 10,000 kills. I'm getting thrown in the lobby with like, you know, where the average kill seems to be like 5,000. Literally, my teammates are like 4,000, the other one's like 3,000. Champion squad is like 7,000. His teammates like 5,000 kills. And see, the thing about it for me is that and it gets to a point where, you know, you start wondering, because it's like, wait, is it that everybody just farms kills, or is it that like these guys are just that cracked and I just can't, I don't make it the quota for, you know, the lower lobbies anymore, or the average lobbies, so they just throw me with these guys. So after thinking about it, I started wondering. I was like, why exactly does this happen? So my guess is, so what happens with Apex Legends when you queue up is that it tries to find, you know, again, let's say skill-based matchmaking tries to find, you know, 59 more people to put in your lobby that are around the same skill as you. While it's searching for that, because it's trying to deliver you a game really fast, right? It prioritizes getting you in a game early than maybe in a game you might be comfortable in, because again, player retention, it doesn't want you to the main reason why cross-platform was really like voiced on was because PC lobbies, it used to take years before you could find a match compared to even PlayStation. And even PlayStation was kind of slow back then, if you guys didn't know. So now, rather than it like, you know, getting actually 59 people of actual same, maybe a little slightly higher, slightly lower skill set, it's like, oh, I can only find maybe 23 of those people, right? Or maybe I can only find half of those. The other half, there's gonna take a little bit more time trying to get them. So instead, what we're gonna do is, I see the big boys here. They're ready. They're queued up. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna just put you guys all in the game. That's pretty much what the system does, right? And so you end up in games where, you know, you have the champion squad as preds, 3 stacking, running your shit. Now, normally, if this happens maybe like once or twice every now and then, I wouldn't mind it. You know, it's like, all right, you know, just gotta have, sometimes you gotta get humbled, right? You know, just have a few games where they wreck your shit and you realize you're just not as crazy as you thought you were, and you gotta play ways to go, and it's okay, you move on from there. But when back to back, it feels like you're just getting hammered down by like the same level of people. It gets frustrating, and you start wondering like, what the fuck is going on? And that's been my experience in Apex Legends. I literally kid you not, every single game that I've been paying attention to, being aware of, that I die in, I'm always dying to someone who has like 1,000 plus kills over me, 2,000 plus kills over me. And that's the thing. It's sometimes in situations where maybe I get third partied, but in other situations it's that the person was just better, right? And I'm not saying I don't want to play against people that are better than me, but bro, I can't even improve if I'm getting thrown people that are constantly just being this, you know, better. You know what I'm saying? If I keep getting thrown in these lobbies, there's literally no room to grow, because all I'm doing is I'm just gathering loot for the person who's gonna be my shit, wreck me, and then throw me back into the lobby, and then, oh, here we go, purple shield that I needed, thank you. Oh, I've been looking for a gold stabilizer, I'm so glad you had it. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying I just want easy games. No, that's besides the point. Like, if you think that what I'm saying is I just want to be in easy lobbies, like, no, that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is it ruins the game and it ruins the experiences when every single time you feel like when you hop on, you have to like lean forward, sweat, drink, bang, just like inject yourself with octane juice. Like, it literally ruins the fun experience. My main character is Octane because Not because of what Octane brings, but because of how fun Octane is, which is what kind of drew me to loving Apex. Is how fun you can be with movement, with guns, with everything. I used to love the longbow. I don't touch the longbow right now, not because it's not the greatest gun, but let's be objective here. It's the worst sniper. You can't, unless you're super cracked, you can't really run. And even then, you still have to have to be on your shit, but you can't run weird, awkward, questionable loadouts, right? You can't say, oh, let me see if I can survive using a wingman and a Mozambique. Now that's something that easy a fucking pro level or diamond masters person can do, not properly. But for me, who's I'm barely in plat, I can't make content on that because I wouldn't even survive that, because the lobbies are being thrown in. I literally got to pick up the R9s, the votes. I got to pick up the R301s. I got to pick up the Hemlocks. The Hemlock got nerfed, but you got me fucked up if you think I would pick up a Spitfire over the Hemlock. Not saying the Spitfire is bad. I'm just saying the Hemlock drops a person down a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Apex is. The fun is dying off of it, at least for me. The fun is no longer being priority. It's becoming more of a sweat-based game, right? And that's just, it's really hard to play when that's what the focus is, or the focus has become. So I don't mean to end it on a bad note. Again, I'm happy with how much content you're spewing out. I am excited for Gibraltar to got his. I don't know. I think people were talking about how someone else, they might be dropping another one right now, which, I mean, damn, just really trying to run people's wallets dry. But the Iron Crown event, there's gonna be recolors of certain skins. They look kind of dope. I already seen them. Apparently there might be another Wraith nerf coming, which is to her hitbox and stuff like that. As someone who plays Wraith and ranked, at this point I'm just taking applications for other characters to main at this point, because right now Horizon, based on the list, or based on what one of the devs said, I guess I would say this is uplift some people. Horizon has the highest win rate right now in Apex Legends. It's Horizon, then Wraith, then I don't remember what top 5 is, but I do know Horizon, Wraith, and Watson are in it. But and they're thinking of changing Watson's kit a little bit. But again, I'm trying to learn how to play Watson, just because I've always loved Watson and wanted to play her. But it's just that it always feels like there's always a better choice that you can choose. For example, why play Watson when you can play Caustic? Not only can you hold down the door, but you can actually disable a Watson pylon. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's those dynamics. But overall, again, I don't want this video has probably been going on for too long. Apologize. Just hope I was able to convey everything that I wanted to in a way that wasn't a way that was understandable, pretty much. Again, the Fight Night event is awesome. I really, really love the care packages, although I can understand why people might be worried about them. The Gibraltar heirloom is pretty tight. It looks pretty clean. The skins are okay. The Alternator one is amazing, but the rest of them, they're pretty decent as well. Overpriced is, of course. Moving on, the glitches, a patch should be coming soon for them. So we gotta hope and see. And just Apex, I don't understand, man. Literally all my accounts feel like they're cursed. In my low 500 account, my other account on PlayStation, and my PC account, literally it just feels like it's all cursed, because I'm always playing people that are way better than me. And it'll be fun, but after a while it gets old, gets frustrating, then just all of a sudden just gets annoying, honestly. And I want to know if you guys have been experiencing this as well. What side of the coin are you guys on? Are you guys on? Are you in the same spot as I am, or is this one of the best times you've ever, or best moments of Apex that you're experiencing right now? Let me know down in the comments below. Again, thank you for watching the video. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you